to my spokes that I work with. So what we do is we call it the hub. I'm the hub, and there are my spokes. So like Brian said, Brian always pumps it up better than I do. But yes, what we do, like I said, we offer anything for free. All of the resources are free. I tell you to take full advantage of everything and anything. Because if you were to have to go out and talk to somebody, have a consultation, they would charge you their fees. So like I said, out of these 6 different entities, you can have anything. You can have a consultation, or they can actually help you, with the resources to get you where you need to be. So, like I said, I'm Bernadette, and I'm with SCED. If you have any questions, concerns, I do have some business cards, but I definitely would like for you to come visit me if you're starting a business, looking for any resources, or already have a business. We definitely can help you with that. Any questions? No?
So let me tell you what SCED is. Southern Colorado Economic Development District.
Oh yeah, we use the
Okay, yeah, because not everybody knows our acronyms. So they
That's right.
help with a lot of funding programs, projects that help with our economic development for Southern Colorado. Okay, Dante, I'm going to bring you up so we're going to pump you up for Community Navigator, okay? You want to get your box and stuff so we can show them what you do? So one of the things that Community Navigator has brought to the Latino Chamber, okay, you see all these laptops on the floor, okay? These are laptops for you as a small business owner. If you are part of Community Navigator, you can utilize these laptops here in this area. They're looking at possibly checking them out to do your design and things like that so that you can develop your business. All right, so that's helping you with the cost of the laptop. We now have a professional photo box for you to put your project in there and take the pictures. You can change the light, you can change the color aspect of what you want, and then you get to put it on Supporting Pueblo, which will be becoming, thanks to Community Navigator, Supporting Southern Colorado is our working name because we want to help everybody. So Supporting Pueblo is our Etsy, Amazon, however you want to look at it. But like Shannon said, you pay your yearly fee, but Community Navigator is picking that up for you for the rest of this year. Okay, so it's usually $100. Okay, but if you sign up for Community Navigator, say, I want to market my product, Bernadette's going to connect you to the Latino Chamber. You can use their green screen to do whatever you need. They've got the camera that you can do to use that. They've got podcast equipment now, so if you want to talk about your podcast, do all of these things. Okay, so Community Navigator's taking care of that for you. Afterwards, to utilize like the green screen, podcast, things like that, they may require you to be a member, but the Latino Chamber membership is not that expensive. Okay, so you really want to take a look at that. But they have all these resources for you. I cannot tell you enough to use Supporting Pueblo. All you have to do is give them the pictures and bring them the product. They do everything else for you. Okay? So it's something that you really want to do, and that's all because of Community Navigator. Second thing, or next thing that Community Navigator can help you with, is they have a social media expert. Okay? That you can use this social media expert for free to get all your social media scheduled, produced, ready, things like that. Okay? Sad thing is, we don't have enough funds. We're re-looking at it right now. We don't know if we can help with any more e-commerce sites, but they helped over 90 businesses with their e-commerce sites, okay, through Community Navigator. The next thing that they do is, who has worked with QuickBooks? Anybody? Okay. Does QuickBooks give you a headache? Okay. We have a QuickBooks coach. We have someone who can help you set up your QuickBooks, okay? So that's $75 an hour. Bernadette will get you set up for that. We partner with NeighborWorks. I almost said Neighborhood Works like we all do, but it's NeighborWorks, okay? And they have a lot of funding. They're a nonprofit lender who will help you with your projects and things like that. And they don't have all of the restrictions that typical credit unions or banks have. So all she's looking for, as Bernadette said a couple days ago, is collateral to cover the loan and proof that you can make the payment. okay? And it's a lower interest rate, all right, than you get at the banks. So you definitely need to reach out to Community Navigator. It will go through October. We'll take you on as client, but it goes away at the end of December. And so we're stopping taking clients in October so that we can move forward with that, okay? But there's still valuable resources there, so come and see them, you know. We're spoke with them as well. We've done a lot of work. We spent all our money because I'm just like, come on, get in here, get in here. All right, and so we've gotten people set. But like I said, we helped 90 people with their e-commerce site, you know. So that's a great thing. So Bernadette's really great to work with. She's not like me. She doesn't like to go out there like that, you know. But it's a valuable program, so make sure you get her business card so she can send you the link so you can register. Right now they're in the process of, we're trying to graduate clients, okay, so we can bring new people in. So if she doesn't contact you right away, and you know you sent it, give her some time for the next few days, because what her directive is, let's clear out some of these people, and then we'll bring in the new people, okay?
And usually it's within 24 to 48 hours. I will give you a call and send you an email, just so you know I did receive it. But like I said, I always tell the clients, you gotta give the spokes the time too, because they also do their full-time job as well as working with us. So we kind of give each other that leeway, but if there's any time that you don't get a response or you don't hear anything, definitely call me. If I'm traveling, I will answer. If I'm doing something, I will answer. And if I can't answer right away, I'll text you, I'll email you. So yes, definitely reach out.
So any questions about Community Navigator? Did I sell it?
Yes, it sounds
Okay.
right.
All right, okay.
Yes, I will get your business card. Well, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come today.
All right, so let's talk about the SBDC and what the SBDC can, who we are, and how we can help you. All right, so our mission is to help existing and new businesses grow and prosper. Okay, and our vision is to be the premier trusted choice of all Colorado businesses for consulting, training, and resources. Okay, who we are, we're a national organization, over 1,000 offices nationwide, 14 right now in Colorado. We're the largest small business support network in the nation. Okay, so we can support throughout the whole United States, and in Colorado, 14 different offices throughout Colorado State. Your Southern Colorado SBDC, we are in the top 10 of the United States, okay? We've just been awarded, we just got the notification last week, so I'll toot my own horn, okay, and my team's horn here, but we are the winner of the State SBDC Innovation and Excellence Award, and we are also the Region 8 winner of Innovation and Excellence Award. So we beat out Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, there's like 8 states there. So we're in the top 10, and then our SBDC is also the 2022 Colorado State SBDC Award winner. I break down our services into 3 things for you. First one is free business counseling and coaching services. So you call us, you register with our services. Then we find out a little bit about you. We have you get started with an intake consultant. Okay, and she asks you a ton of questions, and you're like, I thought you were going to help me with my business. All right, this is so we can find out what you need, so we can get you into the right meeting with a consultant. I shouldn't have said get you into, get you set up with the right consultant. There, that sounds better. So each of my consultants have a specific area of expertise. That's why we ask these questions, so we can make sure to get you into the right place. Okay? We also free or low-cost educational classes and webinars. Right now we have over 40 replays on our website that you can watch anytime you want. And remember, these are basic classes. Okay, they get you the overview, but my goal is to connect you with information and resources. Okay? I did it this way because of the fact that we had a lot of grants and I want to get the information out there. So you can watch the replays through the end of December for free. After December, there will be a cost because our funding is going away. Okay, we do training for CDOT. We do basic business essentials. Shannon mentioned Leading Edge for Entrepreneurs. I've redeveloped the whole class. So we had individuals take it last time and they met lawyers, they met bankers, they met e-commerce people. Who else did I have you meet? Cybersecurity, yeah, cybersecurity. We just gave you a full rounded thing. When you go for this class, this is really the only class that we've been charging for. It's like a $495 value, and we do it for $150. You get all your financial resources, you get all that information, you get all the steps that you know for your business plan, and then the consultant helps you through the rest of the way. Okay, we also do some general business and soft skills training. Okay, oh, speaking of that, one thing we forgot on one of the spokes. Pueblo Community College works with Community Navigator. Be on the lookout. They're going to start doing some leadership training, some other types of training there, and that'll all be free of charge as well because Community Navigator's funding that bill. Okay, so if you feel that you need some of those trainings and things like that, that's not offered by the SBDC, you check out the SCED website, and it has it's the Community Navigator website.
Yeah.
They have their own website, but they'll have those trainings there too. And we focus on being your resource connector. Okay? One of the things about being resource connectors, I don't know everything and I know that. Okay? But if I can't find the answer for you, I'll tell you. Give me some time and we'll locate it. All right? And so we connect you to business services, gaining capital funding, scaling up, and you notice I skipped over grant resources, okay? I'm going to tell you about grants right now, okay? You as artists are lucky because there's grants for you out there, all right? For everybody else, not so much anymore, okay? They got it all at Christmas time, okay? But, not Christmas time, but COVID time. So COVID was Christmas for the businesses, is what we'll say. Okay, so it's Christmas time. But what you need to do is there's two sites that you really need to go and look at. The first one is grants.gov, okay? That is where the United States puts all of their grants that they want to get big exposure on, okay? You have to watch when you do your search and your structure, things like that, because if you put in the wrong word, it sends you somewhere else, so test those words out and get ready. Also in grants.gov, everybody says, I don't know how to write grants. First tab, grant training. Grants 101, Grants 102, and it shows you the steps that you need to do, okay? What I will tell you about grants is read the grant first, okay? Because if it's $10,000, look at how much you have to report for that $10,000 and look at how long the application is. If it's a 50-page application and you have to report every task you do, keep your money. Okay, I need to do something that's bigger with that money, all right? So be aware of it. Make sure it fits for you. Make sure that you get there. Once you do one application, that's the great thing about grants, is once you've taken the time to do one application, you can cut and paste that application into other grants. So invest the time to look at it. Okay, the other site is the OEDIT. It's OEDIT.org, Programs and Funding. Okay, there are several grants listed there. I did not put it on here, but there's a new grant getting ready to open up. I've shared it with the collective. So if you're involved with the collective, there's a new installation grant up to $35,000 that individuals can work together on. I'll pull it up, I'll look on my computer while the other speakers are going, and I'll get the exact name of that grant that's opening up here. But that's what you want to start to look at. But go to these, read them, you type in arts, and it's going to come up, community arts projects, this education in art. There are grants for you to figure out a way to make them work, okay? And what I would advise you, for any grants right now, do them as soon as possible, okay? Because things are changing at the federal government level, all right? You've all noticed that COVID is not our top priority anymore, okay? So COVID will be, funding that was available for COVID will go away on May 31st. And then everything starts to go away through the end of the year. Okay, there's some ARPA funds that have already been awarded that will last through 2026, but they all have requirements and things like that. Okay, here's some upcoming classes. Tomorrow at Pueblo Community College, our events that we have is our Small Business Expo and Resource Fair. Okay, so with the Resource Fair, oh, thank you. I even forgot about it, see? But they can hear me. It's from all my years teaching classes. It was, you can hear it, yeah, it's all those years. So we're going to have over 50 vendors and resources at Pueblo Community College tomorrow from 10 to 3. So if you have time, stop by, come and see us. I think Prudence has 3 spots left.
I got 5 spots left, so if anybody's
Okay, it's only $30 for a table. Last year we had over 300 people come with COVID restrictions. This year there's no COVID restrictions, so let's see what happens. Let's cross our fingers. There's just so much going on Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. So that's the only thing that's scaring me about attendance tomorrow. We started a new program during Small Business Week, which is Business Starting in a Day. We'll have that program again on July 10th. What this one is, it's a basic overview of all the things you need to start getting ready to get your business started. Okay, so it's the precursor to like your leading edge plan. All right, it gives you an overview. It was free this last time. We'll see if we could do it free in July. I'll see if I have funding, but we may need to start charging a nominal fee for that just because we feed you lunch. Okay, so we got to cover the lunch costs. All right, we also have a networking group that Dante helps facilitate, and it's a second Tuesday of every month at Brews Ale House. It's called Startup Pueblo. So we get a bunch of creatives, a bunch of entrepreneurs together. We have a speaker, and then everybody just talks about issues that they're having, things that they're thinking of doing, and it's a good networking group to bounce ideas off of. So if you have the time, pop on by. I haven't been able to attend the last several months because of classes that I've been teaching or other obligations, but it's actually clear on my calendar this time, so I will be there, Dante. All right. One of the big things I get requests for all the time is HR training. Okay. And so HR training is a whole nother thing that is so very expensive and very hard to find. But what we've been able to do is get someone to come in and give you some of the basics. So the biggest thing that I hear is people are having a hard time recruiting, retaining employees. So we decided to do an HR training on the employee life cycle. So we did last month all about the new laws that are in effect in Colorado. So that's on replay now. This month is about employee attraction and recruitment. So that way you know how you can start to recruit. Then we're going to go through the whole life cycle of an employee. Okay, so that means once you hire them, how do you onboard them? How do you train them? How do you coach them? How do you write them up? And then how do you terminate them? Okay, that way you know the whole process, because we would love every one of our employees to come and stay forever, but we know that's not the facts. Okay, that's not realistic. Then we have our Getting to Know series. So if you look at us, we have several series every month where we're telling you about resources that are available throughout our community. Okay, last month we had the chambers talk about who they were, what they did. Okay, this month we have Mark Comerl Veteran Services coming to tell you what they can do for you and how they can help you if you're a veteran. Okay, we've done several with the library, with workforce, so that you know all of those resources, and we're going to continue to bring more there. Okay, here's a couple of our flyers. This we just did Business Starting a Day. Here's the one for today. There is the information for the HR next week if you're interested. And then here's our Small Business and Resource Fair. So if you're interested in that, like I said, stop by, or if you want a table, come and check us out tomorrow. Like we said, we have 5 spots now. I thought we were at 3, but that's good. Okay, let's see. There we go.
And it's a really good event to get your product out there. We always have great fun too.
All right. So next, any questions for me before we move on? Hey, you're like, shut up already. No, I like to go on that. All right, so let's hear from Blow Back Gallery, okay? Uh-huh. Okay, on that one. Okay, perfect.
Right here.
Oh, on this side.
Can we just open all?
My mouth is up there.
That's what I was waiting for people to get their color and go like,
Well, don't smother it like I did.
You're thinking that it's mine.
Right? Don't do what I did.
What happened?
I set this
Those
off.
little dwarf and stuff, so she set her mouse on fire.